If you think retinol alone can burn or irritate your skin, what do you think happens when you use retinol and retinal together? Do you get double results or double irritation? Or is it a complete barrier disaster? For the last 30 days, I have been layering the Celimax Retinol Shot Serum with their Celimax Retinal Shot Tightening Booster. Not guessing, not assuming, actually testing it on my skin. And today I'm going to tell you, does this combination make sense scientifically? Does it make sense practically? And most importantly, does it make sense for your skin? If you watched my previous video on this Celimax Retinal Shot Tightening Booster Cream, you see my comments section is full of feedback, suggestion, and the main questions were, is this product stronger than the retinol shot serum? Can these two together be used? Will they cause purging, or can these two together have better benefits? The brand does say here you can combine them, but I don't rely on brand's instructions, I test. So for the past 30 plus days, I have been using retinol tightening booster serum followed by the retinal shot cream. Alternate nights, and here is what happened. And let's start with something people don't talk enough: application. The retinol tightening booster is watery, light, spreads easily, but you feel it. Those hydrolyzed sponge structures, you absolutely feel the micro spicule sensation. And the retinal shot tightening booster is a completely different formulation. It is thick, it is creamy, it is dense. You need pressure to spread it if your skin is dry. And this is where application-wise combining them makes sense. When I apply the watery retinol serum first, it creates a slightly hydrated base. Then the retinal shot glides much more easily, especially under the eyes and around the mouth where friction matters. From a mechanical standpoint, they layer well, and from a comfort standpoint, that's where this combination can get a little tricky. This combination is not beginner friendly at all, let's be very clear. Even when I used the retinol shot alone in the past, if I pushed it too many nights in a row, I felt daytime sensitivity. Now layering both, I did not use them daily, only alternate nights, guys. And still, some days during workouts when I sweat my face, I felt that slight prickly sensation again. It is not severe, not peeling aggressively, but definitely heightened sensitivity. This tells me something important. Even if your skin looks calm, retinoids can create subclinical sensitivity. You don't always see irritation, but you can feel it, and that matters long term. Now let's address the bigger question. Is combining their retinal and their retinol serum logical? Here is how to think about it. A retinol converts to retinal, converts to retinoic acid. Retinal is one step closer to the active form, so in theory, using both would increase overall retinoid signaling. But more signaling doesn't automatically mean better results. It means higher stimulation, and higher stimulation requires proper spacing, better barrier support, and sunscreen discipline. There aren't clinical studies specifically testing using retinol serum layered with a separate retinal cream, but there are formulations in the market that combine different kinds of retinoid, maybe a plant-based retinol with a lab-synthesized retinol. A formulation could have multiple retinoid derivatives. Some of them have encapsulated retinol with a regular retinol. So synergy in formulation exists. The difference? Those are engineered together in one formula, and layering two separate products from two separate brands can increase unpredictability. But in this case, because both are from the same brand, formulation compatibility risk is lower, but irritation risk still real. Let me save you some time. Do not combine these if you are new to retinoids. You've had barrier damage recently, you're using exfoliating acids in your skincare routine, if you have rosacea prone skin, or your skin stings very, very easily. This combination is a results first approach, not a comfort first approach. Remember this. If you want gentle, this isn't your path. Now let's talk results. At 30 days, what I'm looking for is not dramatic wrinkle reduction. That's unrealistic. What I look for is texture refinement, subtle firmness, pore appearance changes, and overall skin tone smoothness. What I have noticed so far are subtle changes. I have tried to capture here these in close-up, detailed, zoomed in shots so you can really look at the pores, texture, and overall skin quality. And I want you to look closely and tell me what you see also in comments. Because the truth is, these changes are very, very subtle. Day to day, when I look myself in the mirror, I don't notice dramatic differences. Even while filming this, I was waiting to compare the zoomed in shots side by side before forming an opinion. But now that I'm looking at them closely, here is what I notice. First, overall skin quality. My skin just looks better. It looks tighter, slightly more taut, smoother. Not drastically different, but refined. When I look at pore size, I do feel that in certain areas, not everywhere though, some pores appear smaller. Again, this is subtle, but visible when you compare side by side. Texture-wise, the skin surface looks more even and smoother than before, and something I feel more than I see is how my makeup sits. Not just immediately after application, but even at the end of the day. It wears more evenly and looks smoother throughout. So I wouldn't call this a dramatic transformation, of course, but I would call it a noticeable refinement in overall skin appearance. What I've not experienced though, severe peeling, barrier collapse, and flaky disaster. Let me know what you see in these images in the comments. But again, while using these two together in one routine, I respected spacing them out. I did not use them every single night. I used them alternate nights. Some weeks I only stuck to using them twice in a week. Using these two together is definitely not an everyday combination. So should you use a retinol and a retinal together? Here is my position. Can it work? Yes. And should everyone do it? Absolutely not. If your skin is retinoid trained and you want a stronger stimulation and you are willing to monitor sensitivity, this combination can be effective. But if you are chasing comfort, stick to one. And if you're wondering, I'll keep using this combination and give you a 45 days update, then definitely yes. And that's where we will see whether early stimulation translates into visible structural change or not. If you found this video helpful, do subscribe to the channel for the real world skincare testing, not marketing claims. I don't follow trends, I test them. And that's all for today's video. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, stay tuned, stay beautiful.